Let's go over the changes to the IGVF data portal for the month of October 2025. Now, it was a short month because of the annual meeting, but we still got 3 releases in. So let's take a look, and you'll notice there's a little bit of confusion here where I merged this ticket and then reverted it and merged it again. I just needed to delay that ticket a bit. This is actually a bug fix, where if you're looking at a released analysis set or prediction set that has unreleased files and a file graph, you could have a crash. So that I can't really demonstrate it because it's fixed now. So that situation will no longer cause a crash on analysis set and prediction set pages. Okay, so now we have 2958. Analysis step version table on workflow pages. So let's take a look at workflow pages, and you'll find that they now have these analysis step tables. These are actually, each row represents an analysis step version actually. And you notice that none of these really link to anything except the software version, but not to the analysis step version page until you check this box, and it adds this column at the beginning. So now you can get to the analysis step version page. You can also get to this report link and get to the analysis step versions that way as well. Okay, and then there's a corresponding ticket sort of going the other way. Display workflows on analysis step and analysis step version pages. So let's take a look at analysis step version pages first, and you'll find workflows, and they link directly to the corresponding workflow page. Now, not only on analysis step versions, but also on analysis step pages, you'll also see a link to the workflow through the corresponding analysis step version. And so once again, this links to the corresponding workflow page. So you can have more than one here. I believe we have an example. This one. Yes, so this links to 2 different analysis, or 2 different workflows, rather. And, oh, I'm not logged in right now. Yeah, this one works. Okay, and I believe that's it for 8.70. So for 8.71, redirect to page when given an ID. So if, let's just take a random accession here. Okay, so let's copy the accession. So what people wanted was to be able to, instead of having that whole accession path, like in this example, alignment files and then the accession, they just wanted to be able to put the accession in here, and it'll redirect to that page. Now, we already have this feature. If we go here, we have this ID button, and here you can also enter the accession or any other relevant ID and go directly to that page. The advantage being this button gives you a history, so you can go back, I don't remember, I think maybe 5. It'll remember the last 5 that you've entered and go directly to that page. Something that, depending on your browser, you might or might not have the correct history here. So personally, I like this method. Other people prefer to do it in the URL. Add tooltips for more enums. Yeah, so you'll now see these some terms with dotted lines underneath them. And what that means is when you hover over them, you get a little explanation of what it means. So this is on an alignment file. You'll probably see more on something like a file set. Let's take a look. And yeah, so this explains what intermediate analysis represents. Single nucleus RNA sequencing assay, right there. Parse split seq. And so you'll find these terms with these dotted underlines kind of all over the place now. And that just means when you hover over them, you'll get a little explanation of what they mean. Let's see, display prediction set schema required properties. Yeah, so the prediction set has an unusual required property. If we look at some other kind of schema, you'll see required here. And if you look at the JSON, that comes from this required property. What was odd about prediction sets was it has two different requireds, and the UI wasn't displaying them. And the reason was because instead of having required at the top level, it had it at the second level under one of. And so I had to modify the UI to understand that required can appear this way as well. So these are the same, lab award file set type, lab award file set type. But in one case, we require samples. In the other case, we require donors. So if we look at the schema, it now says award file set type, lab donors, or samples. Okay? Where before we weren't showing the required properties at all. Okay, so that's it for 8.71. Here's the last release for October. Update input 4 tables for embedding. Yeah, so in some cases we have to change the UI when we change the embedding on the back end. In this case, it's for measurement sets, I believe. I should have put that in the comment there. Let's look at input 4, if I'm remembering the correct one. Yes. And so with the change in embedding, we also had to change the UI to understand that change to embedding. And so here we're displaying this table that uses the input 4 property. Let's see, bad path redirect. This is similar to what I showed earlier. In this case, if let's say I had the accession of this alignment file. Okay, so I'll copy that. But then I go to, say, a donor, and I accidentally put the accession of that alignment file with a donor path, a human donor path. It'll now understand that and redirect you to the correct page. So now we're looking at alignment files. Remove content title from pages. This is a bug fix where some of our pages, like you'd see with help, we're displaying the word content here. I'm not even sure why that was happening, but anyway, I got that fixed. And that is it for the month of October 2025. Next time I might combine the months of November and December like I did last year, but we'll see. I don't know how many releases we'll have. And so I will see you, either way, I will see you next time.